we poured our hearts in it. So I hope you guys really have fun. I hope, and all the diehard Breaking Bad fans and the diehard Better Call Saul fans can sit on the same couch and eat from the same popcorn and watch the same screen, and everybody's going to be happy.
So guys, I'm so excited to talk to you about Better Call Saul season 6. We're finally here. We're at the end. It's so fun. Tony, let's start with you. I love how Lalo is fleshed out with a very strong backstory. He's very charming, but there is a sinister quality to him. So I'm wondering, how did you find that balance between, creating this kind of personality?
Well, it all starts with the writing, to be honest with you. Gordon who created the character of Lalo, and obviously Peter and Vince. It started with look. The first time you see Lalo, he's cooking in the kitchen when Nacho shows up, and he's already dancing, and he's already kind of got this happy-go-lucky kind of grin to him. So I just kind of worked with that. You're just kind of at the mercy of the creators. So you propose stuff and you see how the character's kind of going. I wanted to do something that had some charm, because I hadn't really explored that in a character before. So I kind of wanted to throw in a little bit of charm into this sort of villain, so that just to make it different also, Yeah. And then we were just kind of working on that, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, until we get it right.
Yeah. And I think that makes him very rounded. There's so many layers to him, which makes it also more fun for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And Michael, your character, Nacho, I've been a Nacho ride or die since the beginning. I'm so worried about him all the time. I feel like there's death at every corner. I'm wondering, he's very calm and collected. And, the thing is, his actions are rooted in his love for his dad, which makes him such a redeemable character. But there is a visible tension in him. So I'm wondering, how do you play that without giving too much away?
Well, thank you for that compliment. I feel like I should stop talking. I don't think it'll get better than that. Anything I say from that will just make me look dumb. But thank you so much for that. For me, like Tony says, we are at the mercy of the writers, and you can't do a show with such incredible writers and not always give your hats off to the writers. For me personally, when I took on this role, I really wanted to kind of break the archetype of the kind of cartel gangster character. And someone I was just speaking to in an interview, Daniel, said that my character was breaking good. And I really like that. I like the idea that it was someone who was in this world, but who was trying to do the right thing, who had integrity, who wasn't perfect by any means, but who truly did not want to give into the dark side. And, honestly, it was just the writing just kind of helped me ride that wave. But I don't even know what I was saying. What was the question? I just had all the seasons flash in my head all at once. No, it's an existential crisis.
No, it's understandable. You guys have such a great fleshed out show. The characters are so rounded and they're just so well done. They're very layered and nuanced, and there's so many details to them. So I understand if you're there's a lot going on.
I just had a total bling. I was like, where am I? What's going on? Yeah, but,
right. But you guys have great scenes together too. But Tony, the heated scene between Lalo and Kim last season after Bagman, I cannot express how scared I was watching that scene. You did a very great job with Ray, and I'm wondering how does knowing about Kim and her relationship with Jimmy now shift Lalo's approach toward Jimmy? Because is she going to be a thorn in his side now going forward in this season, do you think? Can you tease?
To who? To what? I don't get it. What are you asking?
To Lalo. I'm wondering the relationship he has, that whole.
Are you going to kill Kim? Are you going to? That's what she's asking. If you are, we have a problem.
Yeah, there's just a lot of tension there. So I'm just wondering if there's going to be more scenes between you and Ray, because that was amazing too.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be something, huh? I wish I could tell you. I really do. I really do.
Okay. Well, both of your characters, they're mentioned in Breaking Bad, and they're more in a present tense, hinting that there is more of a life to them outside of this. So I'm wondering, do you think both your characters deserve to live outside of the series in another spinoff?
I don't know, man. That's not to Vince. I mean,
Vince and Peter. That's a question you ask the bosses. You know, these guys are masters.
Yeah,
they're masters, and we whatever they do, they're masters of these characters and of this world. Whatever they do, we're with them. And but I would say before we even think of that far, season 6 is by far our best.
yeah,
And it's operatic, it's tragic, it's heroic, it's bigger than life.
yeah.
And I can't wait for you guys to see it. I mean, we poured our hearts in it. So I hope you guys really have fun. I hope, and all the diehard Breaking Bad fans and the diehard Better Call Saul fans can sit on the same couch and eat from the same popcorn and watch the same screen, and everybody's going to be happy.
Yeah. What is it about season 6 that maybe surprised the two of you about your characters, especially this season? Like anything that came out to you, like, wow, I didn't think this would go in this direction, or without spoiling, of course.
Personally, I mean, everything. I didn't know what the hell was going to happen after we leave Lalo at the end of season 5, and just the road that they took and the way that this guy, what he does and where he goes and what happens is, I mean, no matter what you want to guess is going to happen, it's not even close to what happens, really. I mean, it is really something else. These guys, think about it. They had like an extra year to write everything because of the pandemic. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's perfect, man. I mean, these guys really nailed it. I mean, I would say it's one of the best endings. It's not only just an ending to Better Call Saul, it's an ending to the whole Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul world, you know? So it's, I think it's as good as it's going to get, you know?
Michael, what about you?
What surprised me the most, you know, I feel like a character is, through the seasons, it's like painting a canvas, mm-hmm. and you don't really know the whole scope of who this person is until it actually ends. It's like a life. You don't really know who a person is until after they've been around. And for me, I was just surprised by the size of Nacho's heart and the integrity, you know, of who this guy really was and how much does he really love his father and how far he's willing to go, you know. That to me was a really pleasant surprise in the writing.
Yeah. And, you know, I spoke to Bob Odenkirk last week, and he told me that he believes the fans will be satisfied with the conclusion of the series. Do you guys think also fans are going to be satisfied with your characters' conclusions and the way that things end off without, of course, no spoilers, no spoilers.
100%.
It's the best season. It's the best season. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's the best season. And Vince and Peter are really, truly masters of the craft. I mean, I have nothing else to add other than hats off to those guys.
Yeah. And I love that the show's going to live on forever through streaming, so we can always just keep catching it on and on. And I feel like that's one of the things that, people will keep watching it over. So what's it feel like knowing that these fans have, like, they've lived through this show? They've, you know, it's been so long. It's come from the beginning of, you know, time with Breaking Bad to now and Better Call Saul. And how do you guys feel about that, knowing that, you know, fans are going to keep watching it and new people will start to watch and new audiences? We
love them. Yeah. That's how we feel. We're here because of them, you know, like, without the fans, we wouldn't be doing this interview. We would be acting by ourselves in our bathroom mirrors, you know. Yeah. So we owe everything to the fans. We love them from the bottom of our hearts. They reach out to us all the time through social media, on the streets, and I can't tell you how grateful we are to them. And they've changed our lives. So from the bottom of our heart, thank you.
Mm-hmm, of course. Well, you know, guys.
And we feel responsible.
Of course.
I really do, for being so lucky. You know, I want to give back as much as I can.
Yeah, you guys are so blessed. This has been such an amazing show. And I'm so sad it's going to, you know, end and stuff, but I'm so happy that we got to see the conclusion. I'm so blessed I got to talk to you guys too. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I'm a huge fan of the show. I'm just excited to see how everything turns out this season.